Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where I'm trying to get both these El Caminos on the road. Turn this one off. I've been working on them most of the day. Okay, this one had a warped pulley right here. There it is there. Got it on. This one's a lot straighter. It's off the original engine from the 78. Then it was still squawking. Ended up being the alternator. This alternator bearing is about shot. So this alternator's off the original engine in the 78. Okay, then I replaced the fuel line. This rubber line here, put on a new filter and another line to the pump, and then another line from the pump up to the carburetor. There's supposed to be a steel line down there, but the steel line from that engine ended up being bent right there. I don't know how. And I tried to cut it in half, but decided just to use the rubber line going up. So anyways, running perfect now. All that's fixed. We still got to go over and see why the 4-barrel isn't opening and see what's up with that carburetor. That's what I've done on that today. And this one, I hooked up this thermostat with the temperature, water temperature gauge. Hooked that up, run it. Did a little pour 15 underneath of it. What else? Bunch of other little stuff. So anyway, we're trying to get all the mechanical stuff done to both these. And then interior. Well, mainly that's how I start off. Get the mechanical, the interior, then we'll go paint and body. I still haven't been to AutoZone to get the 2 front brake hoses. I'm going to go tomorrow morning. Then they won't have them in stock. It'll be the next day. But what we need left to do on this one is the 2 front brake hoses and then the master cylinder, because it's leaking. I already have the remanufactured one. So in a couple days we'll do that and bleed it. And I think that's it. Last episode we did the rear transmission seal and the rear pinion, rear end gear seal. There's a whole bunch of plastic got right there. This plastic got all wound up in the pinion gear and busted the seal. There's the old shocks from it. We got new shocks on it. So, and put in new rear end fluid. So yeah, I think this is pretty much done mechanically. Now what we got to do is finish off the interior. Okay, I made one little clip, but I didn't get very far on it. But we got these back pieces here from the parts car that's blue, and cleaned them up already, but I'll show you a clip. And we're gonna paint this camel color or brown. And then, since we're doing that, the seat belt's kind of ripped. So I took the seat belt assembly from the parts car, and we're gonna replace that. Then we're gonna replace this broken little seat belt that holds the spare tire in. Got that from the parts car. We'll put that in there. Still got to paint that top of the console. Anyway, we're going to try to wrap up all the interior. All these door panels got to come off again when we paint it, because we got to get out to all these belt moldings and everything. So I'll have to go over my list. Need pins on the driver's door. We may do that this video. Somebody's jacked with it there. Got a little clamp there. It's missing the, I don't know if it goes there or there. It's missing the spring to hold the door open. And it's all misaligned. So it's hanging down. And then when you does close it, when you slam it, it's too far in at the top. So we got to do all that, get all that door pin stuff situated. I got new door, pins and bushings. I checked the gas gauge. There's power going to the sender. And the ground, I took it off, cleaned it up. So it's got to be the sending unit itself, because we tried 2 gas gauges. So it looks like I may get a sending unit for that gas tank. I'll check on that, see if it's somebody makes it. If it's available, I'll probably get it, because I'd like to take that tank out anyway. Or was it on this one? Probably both of them, but this one here, the hose, it's just got one hose for the gas and one for the vent, and they're both rotten on this one. This one probably the same way, but once I pull the tank out, then I can change those lines. I'll probably do it to this one, because I want to be driving this one. Okay, I guess that's about all I wanted to go over. The cross member for the hump for the dual exhaust. Somebody commented, oh, I got one off of Jegs for 86 bucks with for my Monte Carlo. So I go on Jegs. Well, they're 116 now. He probably bought it a year or 2 ago, which still ain't bad, but fits every G-body but Cutlass Supreme and El Camino. What the difference is, I don't know. Could I cut this one to make it a hump in it for the dual exhaust? Yeah, I probably could. Or buy the one from Jegs and modify it, and I probably could, but it's a little low on that driver's side. But we're going to test drive these. Both of these are getting very, very close to being test driven. Once the mechanical is done on it, we'll take them down the road. Also got all new tires for this black one, because great tread on them, but they're all dry rotted. So I mentioned last video, I got 4 new tires, same tires in place that I got for the 78, 235, 60, 14. We'll mount them on there on the center lines, and then we'll take these tires and put them on some junk. I got a bunch of 14-inch rims now, and we'll put them on them for spares for the old Nova there. It's got a couple of flats and just roller for roller cars, rolling them around and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go over my list. I guess we got a bunch of stupid stuff that doesn't concern mechanical. Try to find a spot for the 6x9 speaker boxes for the back of this, but I can find one on one spot, but the other side, the spare's in the way, so I have to figure out something for the rear speakers on this one. Just little stuff like that. Same with this. I think I need more headliner material to make the sun visor. One of each. Well, I'll probably do both on this one on this one. But anyway, we'll start with those kick panel things. I got one clip made, and we're going to start fixing those rear pieces, paint them up, put all that stuff in, be done with that. Okay, well, I'll be back. Okay guys, let me show you what I got going on. These are the kick panels from the parts car. I just cleaned them up, washed them. A lot better shape than the ones that are in the 78. Okay, these are the rear ones. Okay, these are messed up right here like the originals, but the original, especially on the passenger side, is all busted up down here. So I'm gonna clean these ones up, sand them down, and we're going to try to, there's this side here, we'll put some fiberglass matting in there, fiberglass this area, but I want to kind of sand it and clean it first. Okay, the black 82 has carpet here. I guess because it's a Conquista or something. I think they look pretty good, better than plain. This is the old headliner material I had left over from the 82 that's 9 years old. Sat in the back of the car, but the sun, everything baked it. But I thought about cutting some pieces out of this headliner material and putting it on here. I don't know if it's worth doing or not. I was going to try to use some of this to cover the sun visor, but I don't think there's enough now that this is all beat up. Plus it's all kind of folded and wrinkled and everything. I might buy some new headliner material. I need to redo the driver's side in the white one and the driver's side in the black one. Although the passenger one and the black one is the factory, so if I want them to match, I need to do both of them. I cover them in that. And I bought this door edge trim. I don't know if it's going to be thick enough. I haven't even opened it yet to go around the sun visors, and it may not be, but I might be able to spread it because I'm not going to sew the edges up or nothing. Okay. I've already used 4 cans of this. There's half a can left, maybe. 20 bucks a can. No stores carry it. I had to order it off eBay. I don't know if I want to paint these with this, because I went to AutoZone. This is the only beige, brownish vinyl paint they have, and it was actually 12 bucks. It was $8 cheaper a can than that, but of course you can tell it's going to be a different color. But will it matter on these panels? Probably not. Probably not on them back ones, but maybe the front ones. I can put a couple of coats of this on there, maybe 1 coat of that, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I got going right now. I'm trying to do something here at night while it's dark. Well, okay, I'll be back when I get something done. Probably get these ready to fiberglass up so we can let that set up for the morning and put another coat on it. Probably take 2 or 3 coats of resin. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm gonna repair these back, I just call them the back kick panels. Okay, I just kind of put a little tape here to hold it in place, and I use some of this as drywall drywall stucco tape or whatever. I got some fiberglass matting, but this seemed a little bit easier for this. So I just shoved a couple of pieces in there like that. Make sure they will hold on the metal. Metal fits in there. Don't slop it all in there or else it won't fit. Okay, so same with this one here. This one wasn't as bad. Okay, this one looks like it's there. Okay. So I'm going to mix up a little bit of resin here. And this is the hardener. Just a couple little drops. These brushes here I buy by bulk. Not very much. Buy, you know, 50 of them for 20 bucks or something. Okay, I'm gonna mix this up real good. Okay, then we're just gonna dab it in here. We're gonna have to be putting on a few coats, so this damn cat. Put it all in there like that. May have to mix up some more. But anyway, let's put on one coat to hold it all in place, and then we'll mix up some more. I think we're gonna mix up some more and really pack it in there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got these fiberglassed in a couple of coats. I think I put a little bit of putty to smooth it out. This one here I had to taped it closed a little too much, but anyway, just gonna put a little bit of putty there just to smooth it out. It's still kind of rough looking, but a lot better than what's in there. Okay, it's raining out. I went ahead and put the speakers, mounted the speakers in the back of this. Okay, I just ended up mounting them to these panels. These are actually pretty sturdy, and they don't really move around or nothing. Same on the other side. There's just no good spot to put this in, you know, because the spare tire's right there. You would think there'd be room behind it, but there's not, because the seat belt thing's right there and there. So there's no good, and it's not deep enough. There's an inner wall in here. There's no good spot to put this or a speaker box. You could put a speaker box on the other side because of the cubby hole, but not on this side. So anyway, that's all I did. It's better than they've been sitting on the floor. And somebody mentioned I got the El Camino emblems. These are off this car, but it's gonna be an SS clone. I ordered the decals that go here, El Camino SS. They come in silver, but the guy mentioned in his auction that that he has all different colors. So I put in a message comment. He only had like one brown tin gold looking, I forget what it was called, sandstone or something. I said if I can get it in sandstone, that would be good. You know, kind of match the bottom. See, the bottom's a pewter color, and those pewter colors are really, really hard to match, no matter what kind of car they're on. I need to paint the front spoiler, but I may just paint it black. I tried looking up the ground effects, you know, the choo-choo ground effects. They go on the, there's actually a piece that goes on the bottom of the door, then at the bottom rocker, and then the rear quarter panels under. I guess a company used to make them and they went out of business. They were advertised on Eckler's, which is now Classic Chevrolet, but it says discontinued or not available or something. They were $3.29 for the set, 6-piece. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6-piece set. If anybody knows anybody that's selling them, let me know. There's one guy on eBay that's selling them brand new, $500 though. I think that's way too much. Even $3.29 is kind of high. But I'd like to put ground effects on this before I paint it. Pretty sure I'm just gonna paint the black. I'm pretty sure. When, I'm not sure. But okay, I had a couple of comments on last video when I put the temperature gauge in the dash and I put the oil temperature, because I had enough room for 2 gauges, so I put 2 gauges in there. Water temperature works, and then I stuck the oil and I said I didn't hook it up. So a bunch of questions, why didn't you hook it up? Well, the main thing is that gauge. I bought 2 sets of these gauges. Okay, this is the deal they give you to put on the, it's beside the distributor. And this is the deal they put on there. And here's a little kit here for it. Now, this hits the distributor. It's useless. Can't put it in there. I tried when I had the motor out of that. I tried to stick this in there because the actual factory sensor was broke. So I ended up taking the putting that over, and it should be hooked to the idiot light. But then again, I'm having problems with half the bulbs not working. It's not really the bulbs, it's probably this printed circuit, not the printed circuit, the dash power or whatever. So we don't even know if the idiot light's gonna work. I could probably test it, but anyway, so this wouldn't fit. It's hitting the distributor. That's one reason. Second reason is I don't like these lines because they break. They get old, brittle, break for some reason, and they'll just spill oil all over. It's either going to be all over your engine or all over your interior where the gauges are. Okay, third reason is you lose oil pressure, your engine's pretty much screwed. Okay, you might be able to shut it off in time, but most likely you're not looking at the gauge constantly like you would the temperature or whatever. It's going to have damage done to it. It needs to be pulled out. Best possible scenario is an oil pump failed. So you're taking the engine apart, pulling it out, taking it apart, putting in an oil pump, but most likely you're done damage to the bearings. So if the oil pump goes out, then oil pressure goes out, then you're pretty much screwed. And one of these engines, I'm not going to take them apart and rebuild them and do all this stuff to them. I'll just get another used engine and put in there. These cars aren't worth, you know, spending thousands and thousands of dollars rebuilding them in a machine shop and all that stuff. Because once you get you know, you start taking something apart, and then you fix that, and you oh, well, I'm here, I might as well fix that and fix that, do the heads and do the bearings and do the piston rings, and well, hell, let's bore it out. You're into thousands of dollars. That's one reason I didn't fix that little, take the transmission apart and fix all them seals, because where do you stop? You know, you keep tearing stuff down. I mean, if it's, so anyway, that's the third reason I don't care about the oil gauge. Whoever buys it can have that sender thing and do it themselves if they want. Obviously, I'm not going to tell them that. Obviously, I'm going to tell them that it's not hooked up. Okay, so those few things I wanted to go over. I'm going to take the sun visors out of the black one. Take a quick look here. It's raining. Okay, so this one here is pretty much screwed. This one's not bad, but it's got a few rips. It's actually not bad at all. A few rips there, so this one's really bad. I'm going to take them off and we're going to recover these because I got a whole bunch of black material. Got all this black material here. We're going to pick some out and recover them in black material. And I think I showed you this door edge guard stuff here. We're going to try to put this around the edge of it. So we're going to contact cement it on there. So I'll probably be doing that next since it's raining. Okay, so I'll be back. Rain's really coming down now. Okay, I scraped all this off this one. Got some type of padding that was on there. I think I'll leave that off and take this off. And leave that off too and just cover that. So I'm gonna cut that one up too. I think that's probably the best way of doing it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the material cut out. I think I'm gonna use this black here. So basically gonna fold it over so it folds here. And we'll get some contact cement, glue it on, and then put that door edge guard here. All around the edges. Okay, let me get rolling on that. Okay guys, I put a little Bondo on these and sanded them down smooth. Okay, I got some Bulldog adhesion promoter. I'm gonna spray a little, just one coat of that on there. You know, put some color on. I already painted them kick pan front ones. Okay, I'll be putting some, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 coats of this on there. And getting some contact cement ready for the visors. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got a couple of coats on those panels there. I think I'm just going to leave them that color, and then I got a little bit of the camel, and I'll probably paint these camel, the 2 front ones. Okay, got the one sun visor done. I think it turned out pretty good. Okay, had to use this door edge guard. You can see there where I spread it apart. I used actually used this little piece here and stuck it in like that and just kept going along, and it spread it all out. So then I was able to press it on there, and they come, I believe there's a little bit of glue in there that kind of makes it stick. But anyway, it's staying on there. I thought maybe I'd have to contact cement it on there, but it's staying on there. Now it ain't perfect because it had all these holes in it here. And if you wanted to do a perfect job, probably put some padding over it first. But then I was afraid that this was going to be it would be too thick for this door edge guard. But, you know, like I said, it ain't no show car or nothing. And the new sun visors are $100. So save yourself $100. I just put a little bit of glue there, just holding that closed. But anyway, I'm gonna do this side here. We should be set. Now this is for the 82. I don't know whether I should do this to the 78 or not. The 78's all camel tan color. I don't know how black would look in there, but see, the original material was you know, headliner material anyway, and I kind of covered the one, but then I didn't have enough to do the other one. I kind of patched it together, so it doesn't look that great. Now I could put this door edge guard on the one on them, but anyway, we'll figure out that later. Let me get this other one done, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I just put a quick coat of the camel on the front two. Rear two I'm going to leave like that. I don't want to spend another 20 bucks on a can. And I got the sun visors here. We'll put them on there tomorrow. So I'll be back. Okay guys, next morning. I got the sun visors on there. See, black in this one's not too bad because it kind of matches the dash and the door panels. But doing it black in the 78 over there, I don't know how it's gonna look. I mean, there ain't much I can do. I'm not gonna go buy some tan interior material. Okay, here's the old pieces. You can see it was all pitted really bad, and then some holes there. This side wasn't too bad other than that, but the other side's a lot worse. Okay, so I just put like one coat of the camel color on there, so that looks a lot better. And then this back piece here, I was just gonna leave it, but I just spritzed one coat on there and had to take this seat belt here off to get through this hole. The other side, we're gonna replace this whole seat belt assembly, which bolts in here and down here. So Let me get rolling on the other side. There was a couple little drips in there from the rain, and when I fixed these holes, I just ground down the welds and put some black paint. I bet there's some little pinholes in there. Either that or it's that seam sealer. This seam sealer here is not very good. So I think what I'm going to do, it's supposed to rain here in a few hours. About 3 o'clock or something like that. See, there might be some little pinholes there. I'm going to put some, try to dig this out like I did the black one. And put some seam sealer in there and some of that stop leak spray stuff on there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got this one in. There's the front. And here's the back. This is the seat belt. It's blue, but... And then got this little seat belt here for the spare tire, because the original one here was broke. So we got that taken care of. Now I got this back divider piece to go, but it's ripped where it snaps onto these. I don't know. I'm going to try to get it on there somehow, because there's not much I can do about it. Nobody makes them, and yeah. So I sprayed some of this Flex Seal here, and I'll spray a couple more coats. Really good. Hopefully it'll dry before it rains here pretty soon. Okay, I'll be back. I forgot to show the back piece here. That was the one. See, no way I could have fiberglassed all that up. Way too rotted. So I mean, the front one wasn't bad. It's just that it was all pitted, and could have probably sanded it down a little bit better. But anyway, and the seat belt was almost ripped in half, because it's, you know, it goes like this, and I guess probably the spare in and out or something just kept pushing against this and ripping it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, this is about best I can do. See here, it's ripped. I just stuck the clips that I had on there. It was ripped there and ripped at the end. So there's only 3 clips holding it on, but that's about all I can do. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, last episode we checked all the brakes. Rotor's real good. Repacked the wheel bearing. Painted all pour 15 all in there. Brake pads were like new. The brakes do work, but the master cylinder is leaking probably in here and dripping down the brake booster and onto the frame. I don't know how bad of a leak it is, but it was empty. When I bought the car, I opened it up and it was empty and it all leaked out. So got this off of eBay. It's a remanufactured one, but it's like really old. 20 something bucks. Okay, I just went to, I actually got these at O'Reilly's, the 2 front brake hoses. This one didn't look too bad, but the other side was cracked. So we went over that on this one. This one was causing the left front to lock up, and it was cracked really bad. So that's what it was. Although I replaced the calipers thinking it was that first, but it was the brake lines, brake hoses. So we'll go ahead and put new ones on this one, just to be on the safe side. Now there is a difference. This is a 78, that's 82. This 82, they were like $13.99 each. 78's a little bit different. $23.99 each. So an extra 20 bucks. So anyway, let's get the wheels back off, and we'll put these on first, then put the master cylinder on, bleed it, and then bleed the whole brake system, and then hopefully we're done. Don't find any other problems. Hopefully the lines come off here and to here. Okay, should. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, here's the old hoses. There's a driver's side that was pretty cracked up. Anyway, they're probably as old as the car, 45 years old. So there's a new one there. Bolts in there. Okay, so I got them both replaced. Hopefully the bleeder screws come out okay. But for now, we're going to some master cylinder. Just take off these two lines here, and then the two mounting bolts, and then and I got some bleeder hoses there from another job, so we'll just put it on there, fill it up with fluid, put the bleeder hoses from here into the master cylinder, and keep pressing real slow till all the bubbles are gone, or most of them. Then we'll bleed the brakes from the calipers after that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, you can see where it's all leaking there. This is the old one here. I'm going to clean that up and put it in there and bleed it. I'll be back. Okay guys, been having a hell of a time. This is the bleeder screw that was in this side, driver's side. Yeah, I had to use some vice grips to get it out. It was completely rounded off. And then the tip there was busted. And then the other side wasn't as bad, but it was rounded off. So anyway, I had to take the two bleeder screws off the parts car. And they work good. They're on there. I love this bleeder I got off of eBay. You hook the air hose to it and just hit that, and it just sucks all the air out of it. Problem is, I run out of fluid. So they're almost bled. I just want to go over them, well, the front, and then I'll have to go around all four corners. So I'm going to buy another big thing of this in the morning. Speaking of the parts car, guy's on his way. He's going to give me 500 bucks for that front end. He's supposed to be on his way. We'll see if he likes it, because that hood's all hammered up. It's all warped and stuff, but anyway, we'll see what happens. Okay, I think in the meantime we're going to take the tires off of the 82 and put those new ones on there. I got them up by the shop. Got them up here ready to go. And then we're going to get some put these old ones on some junk rims like that one. Okay, we get rolling with that. I'll be back. Okay guys, going hot and heavy here. But there's the old two tires there. One's on a rim. Fixing to put this one on there, but I got interrupted. That's a new one on there. We'll walk over here. Hey Nikki, we'll go for a walk here in a little bit, okay? Good girl, hang on. I just bought the front end off that El Camino. 500 bucks, all crappy parts. He said he was gonna buy everything brand new, had everything in his cart, some website. It was gonna be $2 grand. And he said, and he went on Marketplace. He said my ad popped up first, He said, "We could take 500 for the front end." I says, "Hell yeah." So yeah, just the fenders were okay, but the header was a little messed up. The bumper, if you remember, had the 2 holes drilled in it for like fog lights or something. The hood was all warped, but he didn't seem to care. He said he was on ice and I don't know if they hit him or anyway, his whole front end was smacked in on a corner. And it's been like that for a while. And he's just gonna massage this whole front end and put it on his car and get it painted. And then I gave him that shroud that was broke. He was wanting that. And then the radiator, that's the good radiator from my 82. Then the guy I bought this from had the old radiator condenser that he threw in there and said it was for this car. So I gave him that too. So I kind of felt bad because all them parts were kind of crappy. Header panel, hood, bumper. But he loved it. He just couldn't hand over the money fast enough. So there you go, guys. Got a free car. Paid $400 plus gas. So got my $500. So this is free. All the parts I needed. Tailgate, bumper, interior pieces, all that stuff was free. That's how you do it, guys, if you can. So yeah, I can either say I got it for free, or I got a $500 that I can buy a brand new cowl hood for. I think they're 500 and something shipped on eBay. Somebody says, "Oh, it's he named some name of a website." So, "Oh, they're $400." So I looked it up. It's $499 plus shipping, freight, truck freight, which is about $250, $300. So that he's saying a $400 hood was actually going to be about $800. So I went on eBay and seen one for $550, $575 shipped. Brand new steel cowl hood. I think it was steel, but anyway, so I can either go either way. I got a free car or I got a free hood, brand new hood. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, or just buy a scoop and Bondo that one. But anyway, just thought I'd let you know that's how you do it, guys. If you're building a car and you come across a parts car cheap, go get it. If you got the means to do it. That's how I built the Nova. There's a 4-door Nova parts car that I bought for the 72. I also sold, now when I bought that 72 Nova, if you long-time subscribers remember, there was a 350 LT1 from a 94 Z28 engine, 4L60E transmission in there, just sitting in there, not hooked up. Nothing, just sitting in there, just plopped in the cradle. And I took that out because the guy said it run, but I turned it over by hand, turns over by hand, but that's all I know about it. So I had that on the stand right here, guys, for a year and a half, 2 years. And I just sold it there, what, a week or two ago, $800. I only paid $1,500 for the Nova with the engine transmission. So you knock off that $800, I only paid $700 for that. So that's the way you can do it, guys. Okay, let me get rolling some more with these tires and take Nikki for a walk, and we'll call it a day. Tomorrow, might as well show you. I just got the fuel sending unit. Awful small. That's the fuel sender unit for the 78. I think they're all the same. All the carbureted editions from 78 to 80 ever is all the same. So, like I said, I checked another gas gauge on here from the parts car. Both of them just fluctuate around. I cleaned up the ground, made sure that it was connected to the sender was connected to the power, and it was getting power. So all that worked, and it still doesn't work. So has to be the sender. So we're going to probably do that tomorrow after I finish these tires. And I think this, now I gotta go up and get some brake fluid, but I think this car is going to be done mechanically. And pretty much with this one too after the tires. Oh, I still got the carburetor issue. But this one mechanically and interior wise, I think it's about done, guys. We'll give it a good test drive and then we'll start on the paint and body work. Well, the door pins, include that as body work. But anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay guys, I've bled the front a couple of times, but this rear, you can see the bleeder screw right there. I don't know how you get a wrench on there and the bleeder hose on and loosen it and tighten it. Some kind of bracket over top of it. The socket fits on there. It's not broke off. The other side's the same way. Probably take some type of special bleeder tool or something. Anyway, I got brake pedal, so we'll see. I'm just gonna leave it for now. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, we're gonna figure out if we can figure out the carb situation for the 82. Now the Corvette works perfectly. I thought it would be an electronic, but it's not. No wire going to it. That's a choke there. Been running for a few minutes, so it's open. When you floor it, the vacuum from this thing here is pushing this to open it, open the floor barrel. See? But I don't think it's working on the El Camino. This one I just started up. It's not quite warmed up yet, but it's got the old style manual floor barrel or choke. See? See, when you hit the gas, it's supposed to create some vacuum in here and open that up, like the Corvette. But it won't. Goes. Okay, it is opening. I didn't think it was. I don't think it's opening as far as it should. We'll just have to test drive it and see. Well, maybe it was just stuck before or something. We'll just have to take it for a test drive and see what it does. Well, like I said, we'll just have to test drive it and see if it opens up. It sure don't sound like it when I rev it from inside the car, but I just figured it might be this little vacuum thing here not working right. Well, okay guys, you just turn off the radio here.
To break down food. But EPI can't.
I think this is going to be it for this video. We're pretty much done with this. I was going to do the sending unit, but we'll do that next video. But I think that's it for the mechanical on this, on the 78. Other than to see if the brakes need to be bled, the rear. I have to look it up and see how they need to be, bled. But yeah, other than that, and let me know whether you should think I should do the sun visors. See, I started doing with the leftover headliner material, and didn't have enough, and I put a little patch there. It looks like shit. And plus, I don't know if that edge will fit that. So best I can do is do it in black, like the 82. Let me know if you think that'll look all right. I guess it'll match this bezel stuff here, but so other than that, the interior's done. Other than the sun visors, mechanically it's done. Other than the sending unit, but of course we'll take it for a test drive and see if there's anything else needs to be taken care of. The 82, it's done interior and mechanically. The only thing I'd replace is the gas lines going into the tank to the back, the rubber ones. But that can wait. But other than that, it's done. I only put on the front new tires. We got the two rear ones here. I'm gonna take it for a test drive so we can burn off them back tires and without getting a ticket. So yeah, they're pretty much both done interior and mechanically. So I might be painting this one. I gotta repaint this for sure, these fillers and this front spoiler. And I was gonna repaint the bed, because I probably just put on one coat 9 years ago and the brown's coming through. Then this tailgate, I'm not sure what happened there. But like I said, see, you can see, I don't know if you can see this run right here. Like I mentioned before in another video, I was in a rush on this because I stripped it all down. It was taking so long and I was working on other stuff. So instead of putting the final coat of primer, I just put 2 coats of black on there. And I figure I'll just paint the black later. I think I put enough coats on the pewter, but I planned on repainting the black. And like I said, it's all full of overspray and everything, so I think it'd just be easy and just as easy to sand it down and repaint it. I'm waiting on those Chinese weather stripping to get here for this. I ordered the whole kit for the whole car, and if they do come in, I'm gonna get a set for this. It's got, okay, so that's pretty much I think next video, we're going to take them both for a test drive. Now, the weather's been great here. High 70s, low 80s, about 70 degrees at night. Just t-shirt weather. But we're getting 4 days of a cold snap coming in. High 40s, low 50s. So that's going to really suck trying to work outside. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done here. So it might be a big delay for the next video. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I was going to go to an auction. I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. If I do, that'll make a next video. But anyway, it might be a delay for the next video, but I think it'll be test driving both of these and figure out if it needs any more stuff. And then after that, we start on the paint and body work. This one doesn't need any body work, but I might paint it. And then this one needs a lot of body work. And first thing, we're going to do the door pins I mentioned on that door. Try to get all that type of body stuff done before we got to strip her all down to the metal, start fresh. Not sure if I'm going to get a hood yet. I'm also going to get from a sponsor, I guess they're LED or whatever lights, big hexagon looking 5 series of lights that go up here, because I had a big problem with these Lowe's fluorescent lights here. I bought 4 of them, and these 2 burned out after 3 years. So I went and got 2 ballast resistors, and then a little while later these back 2 went out. So I went to get ballast resistors. Well, they don't sell them no more. They're just discontinued. You pretty much got to buy a whole light assembly again. So I bought this one here that just plugs into an extension cord for temporarily for when I paint here. So the sponsor just was in my email that send me these lights. So they kind of hang down from the ceiling, and if you ever watch Goon Squad, I think it's the lights they have there right in the middle of their shop. So that'll be coming up. They're gonna send it out to me. We'll do a video on that, because that's what they want, and I think it'll be a pretty good video. So that way we'll get some pretty good lights in here, I guess, at least for this bay, because that's where I do the painting. So that'll be coming up, guys. Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.